The log flume is one of the most popular rides at the fair. Building one is clearly a lot of hard work, and the guys who put up this flume could tell you all about it, as they have to do it nearly every month as the fair moves on from town to town. The construction will take about a week, and the first stage is to lay a base for the ride. Obviously, for a log flume, it needs to be waterproof. They're building the largest mobile log flume in the world, and it will be filled with more than 1.5 million litres of water. The ride is moved up to 10 times a year, which results in wear and tear, so they have to regularly service the equipment. Rips in the base are repaired with a silicone sealant. The framework is slotted into these holes, and the rubber rings will form a waterproof seal. A crane lowers down the sections, and workmen guide them into place. All of the parts of the flume arrive on this train, and are lifted off piece by piece. Whilst the framework for the top section of the ride is still being built, the first canal segments are fitted below. When the ride's finished, there will be 52 of them in all. These steel girders will guide the carts along the canals. "20 men work as a crew to get the whole ride up and running. And at the end of day one, they've made some solid progress. The following morning, they start off by fixing the beams that will carry the top sections of the flume. These guys might work for the fun fair, but they need to have the skills of circus acrobats, as they balance on top of beams as high as 26 meters. Work continues at a rapid pace, and the day flies by. The last canal section is fitted into place, and the waterway is complete. They use the crane to lift over the carts that will go round the flume. These are worth over $5,000 apiece. The next thing they need to make a water ride work is water. To fill the system with over 1.5 million litres takes almost 48 hours and costs around £5,000 each time. By the end of the 5th day, the ride is up and running, but there's a long way to go before the public will be able to ride on it. Empty carts are sent around the ride for a day to make sure there are no loose joints and the 5,000 parts that make up the ride are all working as they should be. Any problem shows up on the system in the control room, and they're checked out by a mechanic. The conveyor belts have to be tough enough to carry the weight of the carts and up to 6 passengers at a time. It takes them up from the bottom to a height of 26 meters. It won't exactly be the ride of the passenger's life, but it will provide some light entertainment. Ten massive water pumps dotted around the system keep the water pressure up and regulate its flow. The enormous pressure these pumps generate carries nearly 30,000 litres of water around the system every hour. When the tests are over and the ride's deemed safe, the workers finally get to have some fun. They best enjoy it while they can, because in a few short weeks, we'll be taking the whole thing down again.